Family, when you look at these people on this picture, can any of them pass the pencil test? During the apartheid period, do you think these people would have passed the pencil test? Now, the pencil test was a humiliating tool used during apartheid in South Africa to enforce the Population Registration Act. And here's how it worked. A government official or a school principal in some cases would stick a pencil in someone's hair. If the pencil stayed in place without falling, it was taken as proof that the person had kinky or tightly coiled hair, and therefore they would be classified as black rather than colored or white. If it slid out easily, the person was more likely to be classified as colored or white, depending on your skin texture or your, the shade of your complexion, So Gayton says he's colored, but history can prove otherwise. It is alleged that Gayton Mckenzie's real surname is Makena. It was allegedly changed by his father to Mckenzie during the apartheid times for better employment opportunities.
Latest news update from the Truth and Solidarity movement. This so-called Gayton Mckenzie originates from Kweru, Zimbabwe. His actual name is Gabriel Makuni. So then, when his fathers then come to South Africa, then they changed all their name. No wonder his son has changed his surname. No wonder his son. They want to be colored. Huh? But then he can call our black brothers and sisters, which we need to protect. Then he can call them kafirs. But he must check out himself. We've got everything on you, my brother.
People are questioning if he is indeed colored as he claims. People are questioning, is he what he claims to be? Or is this all a facade? Is this all part of the delulu that he has? Gayton Mckenzie is one delulu man. Gayton claimed that his father is a mixture of Japanese and Irish, and his mother is a black Sotho woman. Check out what he had to say.
My father, I couldn't understand my father, his sister, why are they so white-skinned? And they said, and I was told no. And I had like China eyes with blue eyes, my eyes changed color. I couldn't understand, why do I sometimes have blue eyes? What's wrong with my eyes? Why is my eyes like a China? And my father said to me, because your grandmother is Irish and your grandfather is Japanese. I'm like, huh? Do you have pictures? And he says, I have pictures. I still have those pictures today.
I'm looking at this picture of his dad and I'm thinking, is the Irish and Japanese in the room with us? Guys, do you see any Japanese or Irish phenotypes here? Guys, do you honestly see? I know the picture's in black and white, but guys, do you see any Irish, Japanese phenotype there? Now, this is Amanda DuPont. She's of Chinese, Italian, and Portuguese descent from her father's side, while her mother is a black Swati woman. Yet she identifies as black, not colored, just strictly black. And I can see her ancestors' phenotype at play on her physicality. I can see the Chinese, Italian. I can see the different ethnicities, the diverse background on her phenotype. That's what I'm trying to say. Yet he's colored. Stop playing with us. Guys, please stop playing. Gayton Mckenzie needs to stop playing with us. Please give this man the identity he so desperately craves. And I hope this picture sets him free and makes him happy. Thank you. Thank you, African Diaspora News editors. You are right on point. You always read my mind. Thank you. This is what Gayton wants to be. It's what he identifies with. He naturally wanted to be white, but because of his complexion, he settled for the next best thing, being colored. Coloreds are so desperate for representation in the GNU that they choose any Tom, Dick, and Harry who does not even want to be identified as colored, someone with an identity crisis to represent them in parliament. This community is never beating the allegation of being a walking identity crisis. Your so-called leader lies about his identity, calling himself Japanese when he is clearly black, 100% black. He needs to drop the I am colored line. He's not colored. You still refer yourself as colored. Another thing that I didn't want to get into this, but the fact that the colored community of South Africa still refers themselves as colored, a term still tied to the apartheid racial classification. The term colored is part of a vocabulary of slavery aftermath, like segregation. You still consider yourself second-class citizen, even post-1994. And in some instances, you are still racist towards black people. You think you are better than them. You think you deserve more than black people post-1994. In Cape Town, a bunch of colored learners placed black learners in a cage and pretended to auction them off like in the days of slavery. And not a single outrage from the colored community. And today they want to act holier than thou by saying we must cancel those black kids from that podcast. Today they want to have moral ethics and judge us. Today Gayton Mckenzie, a full black man with no colored ancestry, wants to call us the K-racial slur word as if he's not black, as if he's better than us. He's black. He's black. Gayton cannot be the standard for colors in politics. Like, he genuinely represents everything that is wrong with the community. Ignorance, anti-blackness, internalized racism, worshipping white people, lack of understanding of actual colored history. There, I said it. Someone had to say it. Someone really had to say it, because no man, like Gayton Mckenzie cannot be the standard, and then he calls himself Japanese. Please bring back that picture of his dad. Please bring back that picture. And then he says his father is Japanese and Irish. Oh. Guys, I know the picture is pixelated and it's black and white, but guys, do you see any Irish and Japanese? This man just doesn't want to be African. Period. He just doesn't want to be African. He doesn't want to be colored. And colored people have found a cornerstone in him, a pillar in him, thinking that he is representing their race, thinking he's representing their community, when indeed, or in hindsight, Gayton just settled for being colored. He just settled for being colored because he couldn't be white. He couldn't identify as white, as he desperately needs to be identified as white, as he desperately craves. No, colored people, you need to do better. At this point, you are never beating the allegation that you guys are a walking identity crisis. And I, you know what? Those kids, what they said was totally uncalled for, out of line. I will support them, being persecuted. Yes, I will support them taking accountability. I will support whatever comes their way. But to cancel them because what Gayton wants to score brownie points in the colored community so that he can get votes in 2029 and be in the parliament or be in government and continue to loot state funds. Stop it. Colored people, stop it. Stop being desperate for representation. You are being represented. You're not being oppressed in this country. You are oppressed. If anything, you are oppressing yourself by still carrying the identity of what the apartheid regime has given you. You are carrying the apartheid regime identity and what they have labeled you post-1994. You still carry that same mentality that you are second-class citizens post-1994. And when we call you out on that, you want to act like the victims. You want to cry wolf, the outrage. We are being oppressed. No, you're oppressing yourself. So when, I don't know, the white people of this country feel like, hey, you know what? We have excluded the colored people for so long. Let's bring them closer in. Let them benefit from the wealth. They chuck the blackness out and they cry and they go on podcasts and on social media and say, yeah, I'm colored, but I identify more as the white side of my coloredness. Yes, they do that. I identify more with the white culture, as if white people have culture. But anyway, it's fine. They are black when they're pushed against the wall. But when things are riding nicely and smoothly, basically they identify as white. Eh? They want to include their whiteness in their identity. They're just like the Latinos. Two-faced. Now that there are ICE raids in America, now the Latinos want to say, you know what? We felt what the black people have been feeling all along. We see that the government is being evil. But when you were treated as second-class citizens, when, neighborhoods were being taken from black people and given to the Latinos, and the Latinos being given first preference and given money and other benefits meant for black people of America, they didn't give a hood rat about black Americans. But now that the IC raids are tightening the grip against them, now they just want to say, yeah, black people have been through a lot. We didn't know it. Oh, please. The two-facedness. The fakeness. I cannot deal. So fake. Another pandemic is the colored people. Two-faced. We need to call a spade a spade. Two-faced. I am sorry that a bunch of idiot kids that shouldn't even have a big platform to start with called you out on your name. I'm really sorry. They deserve to be punished. No lie there. But you guys need to face the music. You are a walking identity crisis. You don't know where you belong. You keep, having racial undertones towards black people. And when we retaliate, we are the evil ones. Stop it. Nisilenin. So anyway, colored people, I hope you are represented well in parliament by your Japanese and Irish leader. I hope so. What do you think about this segment? I am sorry, Gayton is so funny. Gayton is so funny. The reason why my eyes were blue when I was still young is because I'm Irish and Japanese. Guys, Gayton thinks we are all from Velcom. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora